My name is Roger Driscoll. I'm an attorney with the law firm of BurnettDriskill. We represent people who are injured and not able to work, including railroad workers. Railroad workers are entitled to participate in a federal retirement and disability program similar to the Social Security Administration. Also, the program is administered by the Railroad Retirement Board and not by Social Security. Railroad disability benefits include disability annuity, spousal, survivor, and children benefits. For railroad workers, disability benefits are for a person who's not able to work because of injury or illness so severely that that person cannot earn over $1,180 per month. To get the full railroad disability amount, a railroad worker must have at least 10 years of covered employment with a railroad. If a worker has only 5 years of employment with a railroad after 1995, that person may qualify for disability benefits if that person has at least 20 work credits with the Social Security Administration in the last 10 years. Unlike the Social Security Administration, workers covered by the Railroad Retirement Board are also eligible for an occupational disability benefit. This benefit helps people who can still do some work, but whose disability prevents that person from being able to do the normal railroad job of the past. To be eligible for disability benefits under the occupational disability element, that person must have at least 20 years of covered railroad work and not be currently connected with the railroad industry, or be between the age of 60 and the full retirement age with at least 10 years of covered railroad work and currently not connected to the railroad industry. There are spousal benefits for spouses of railroad employees who qualify for railroad retirement. Spouses of railroad employees who qualify for railroad retirement may also qualify for benefits equal to about half of the covered spouse's benefit. This amount can be affected, though, if the covered worker takes early retirement. To be entitled to spousal benefits, the spouse must have been married for at least 1 year or have one conceived child, and the railroad worker must no longer be engaged in any employment covered by the Railroad Retirement Board. The age and service requirements are the same as for retired benefits, as I've stated before. Also, the spouse of a covered railroad worker can get benefits if at any age he or she is taking care of the worker's child and that child is under the age of 18, or he or she is taking care of the worker's children and the child became disabled before the age of 22. Divorced spouses are also entitled to benefits based on the same rules and regulations as the Social Security Administration. This means that the former spouses are eligible if the spouses were married for at least 10 years, the non-railroad worker's spouse hasn't remarried unless over the age of 60 or over the age of 50 if disabled, and the former spouse cannot get an equal or higher amount through his or her own work record with the Social Security Administration. There are children's benefits for children of railroad workers. Children of railroad workers can technically only get railroad benefits if the covered parent has died. On the other hand, the Railroad Retirement Board includes a minimum payment provision to make sure that a family who is covered by the Railroad Retirement Board gets a benefit similar to the family who's getting Social Security benefits. So a family with a child under the age of 18 will get an increase in retirement or disability benefits to account for the child. Survivor benefits are also possible. To be eligible for Railroad Retirement Board survivor benefits, the deceased worker must have at least 10 years of railroad covered service or 5 years of railroad service covered after 1995 and have a current connection to the railroad when he or she died and retired. Survivor benefits can be paid to the surviving spouse, former spouses, dependent children, children under the age of 18, children between the ages of 18 and 19 who are in the 12th grade or below. There are other technical rules that sometimes affect the benefits that I have talked about. If you have questions, we welcome a call. You do not pay any legal fees unless you retain us to help you get benefits. 1-816 781-4836 and ask for Roger. Thank you.